Here are the top 3 reasons Colin Kaepernick does not have a job in the NFL. 5 years ago, Colin Kaepernick was an emerging star in the NFL, and he appeared to have a very bright future. Today, however, he is not employed by any team. Some believe it's due to the fact that he decided to kneel during the National Anthem during last season's games, and they believe that is the reason why he currently is unemployed. Well, here are 3 other possible reasons as to why Cap is currently not on an NFL roster. The number 3 reason is the decline in his overall performance over the past few years. His performance has declined almost every single year over the past 5 seasons, and his performance has been especially poor in his last 2 seasons. Here are some stats to evaluate. Passer rating. Kaepernick's passer rating was very good in his first 2 seasons. He had a top 10 passer rating in 2012 and 2013. Unfortunately, his rating dropped to the bottom half of the league in his last 3 seasons. As you can see, in 2014, 2015, and 2016, his passer rating was not nearly as good as his first 2 seasons. Now let's look at some overall offensive rankings. In particular, points scored and total yardage of the offense he was in charge of. In 2012, the 49ers offense was 11th best in points scored and 11th best in offensive yards. Both are almost top 10 rankings. In 2013, the 49ers were 11th best in points scored, which is pretty good, but they dropped to 24th best in total yards, which is a big drop. In 2014, they were 25th in total points scored and 20th in total yards. In 2015, they were 32nd in points scored, which is dead last, and they were 31st in total yards, which was the second worst in the league. Then, in 2016, they were 27th in total points scored and 31st in total yards, which was again the second worst in the league. So we've looked at some of the key variables and how his performance has suffered through the years, but sometimes the numbers just don't tell the full story, and that leads us to the number 2 reason why Kaepernick doesn't currently have a team. He loses too many games. Let's first look at Kaepernick's win-loss record in his first 3 seasons. So in 2012, he had 5 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie, and he made it all the way to the Super Bowl. It was an amazing year. In 2013, he had 12 wins and 4 losses, and they were 1 step away from the Super Bowl, which is another very successful year. In 2014, he went 8-8, which is still respectable but not great, but definitely not terrible. Of note, Cap didn't really play that well that year, but the 49ers had the number 10 best scoring defense, so this team still went 8-8. So in his first 3 seasons as a starter, he had 25 wins, 14 losses, and 1 tie, which would be considered a very successful record. Unfortunately, his final 2 seasons were very poor. In 2015, he had only 2 wins and 6 losses, and he played so poorly he actually got benched and lost his starting job. He seemed to have lost his confidence on the field. And then, in 2016, he only had 1 win with 10 losses, which is obviously terrible. So in his last 2 seasons, he had only 3 wins and 16 losses, which means he lost 85% of the games he started, and that is obviously a big problem when trying to get a quarterbacking job in the NFL. That is going to close a lot of doors for you. And this brings us to the number 1 reason Colin Kaepernick doesn't currently have a job in the NFL. His girlfriend. Here is a picture of Colin and his girlfriend, Nessa Diab. Well, according to Ray Lewis, who by the way is the greatest linebacker of all time, according to Ray, the Baltimore Ravens had reached out to Kaepernick around August of 2017 to see if he still was interested in playing in the NFL. The Ravens starting quarterback, Joe Flacco, was experiencing back issues, and they wanted Kaepernick as an insurance policy. Apparently, the Ravens were very interested in signing Cap when his girlfriend sent out the following controversial tweet. The tweet compares Ray Lewis and Steve Bisciotti, who is the Ravens' owner, to two characters from Django Unchained. According to Ray Lewis, quote, "We were going to close the deal to sign him, and it never happens because that picture comes out the next day. His girl goes out and puts out this racist gesture and doesn't know we're in the back office about to try to get this guy signed."
Yo, Nessa, stop yo tweeting. You messing my career up.
Shut up, Cap. And remember, you my bitch.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. My bad. Won't happen again.
And there you have it. Those are the top 3 most probable reasons as to why Kaepernick is not currently employed on an NFL roster. Thank you for watching.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching my video. Please comment, subscribe, and tell me what you really think. Should I kneel? Should I stand? Is Nessa be messing me up? What do you think?